Just do it.
I got it.
What's up?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Late Night Snacks. If you guys are here, we assume you guys are here to see what this top 10 is all about. We are going to do top 10 RuPaul's Drag Race best quits / give ups.
Yes, we're going to go through our top 10, just our opinion of some of the queens that either was disqualified, just completely gave up on themselves, or are basically quit the show. So we'll just kick it right off. We're going to start with
that being said, I will introduce us.
Oh yeah,
I am your host, Irish Melly. The beautiful lady right over here is the beautiful DeWanda.
Hi everybody.
Right down here, that's that guy. He comes around. Yeah. That guy.
What up?
If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and like this video so we know you guys want more top 10s. Subscribe, share, and comment down below this video. Comment and let us know what you guys thought about this top 10 and what you thought about our order for our top 10. And with that being said,
if you disagree or have a different order or have different ones, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's start with the.
Are we ready for the screen share?
It's just sharing.
Do you want it now? Do you want it now?
Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
You good? So we'll start with honorable mention. This is
honorable mention.
Yeah, first I put in one honorable mention, and this is Soju.
But you give the honorable mention right before you give your number one.
Well, okay. Well, it's too late. She's already here. She was the first eliminated from season 11. She's interesting because there was a lot of high hopes for her. She's really famous on a YouTube channel. She used to interview all of the queens post when they come off of RuPaul's. So she was very well known in the community. People were very excited for her to be on the show, and she just came in the show just way too much in her head. And when it got to the lip sync, she at the panel, she was talking about a freaking boil on her butt, and she hurt, and is just crazy mess. And so, needless to say, her lip sync was a disaster. She was stumbling all over the place, as you can see. She was losing pieces of her costume, and she went home first. It was pretty sad. So that's our honorable mention. And that was basically just because she was in her head. Now,
number 10.
Number 10 is Miss Kelly Mantle. This is another one who she was a seasoned queen. She had years and years and years on top of these other girls. She's a Hollywood actress. She's been in actual feature films and television. She was supposed to come in here and just she was picked to win early in the season. She went home first in season 6. Before even the cast came together, because season 6 was the first season that had two separate openings, and she was part of the first group, and she went home. When she found out she was in the bottom because of her handcrafted outfit, she just botched the lip sync. She didn't know the words. She wasn't really moving to it, and so for somebody to be really, really high hopes, she's completely quit on herself. And she was against Vivacious, who went home soon after, and there's their lip sync there. They did a Hannah Montana song in front of Miley Cyrus, nonetheless. Okay, number 9.
Number 9
is our second double elimination, and this is Dax Exclamation Point and Lila McQueen. And basically, they were both on the bottom, and they did an all-time classic, absolute anthem, gay anthem, "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor, and neither one of them were into it. Neither one of them really knew the words. I mean, every gay person on this planet knows the words to that song. And
what season was that?
This was season 8.
8.
Yes, and it was such an embarrassment to that song and what they were doing that they RuPaul was like, no, you both are going. And so they both went home on our second ever double elimination. And that's them trying to do their thing there. This is another one with just bad choreography, bumping into each other. It was a mess. Then we have our number, where are we at? 7? Oh, number 8. Number 8 is our first double elimination. And this was a gobsmack. When this happened, it had never happened before on RuPaul's Drag Race, and this was all the way in season 5. So we went 5 seasons without a double elimination, and when Ru pulled this out of her ass that season, everybody's jaw was on the floor. I mean, look at Honey right there. She's just gobsmacked that this happened. Basically, they did another really classic song that everybody knows, and that was Britney Spears' "Oops, I Did It Again." There was absolutely little lip syncing going on and no energy whatsoever. And you could hear Rue and them talking. If you watch the lip sync, they're like, what are they doing? Rue's face was just mortified. And she was like, I've had it. You both are going home. And the whole community was shook. They were like, oh, hell no. So Vivian there on the one with the red hair there, she actually ended up being Alyssa Edwards' assistant for a long time. And she from what I said, she quit track for a while, I believe, because of the shock of this. When this happened, I mean, her time on Drag Race obviously was really a bad experience for herself. So that was number 8, and that was season 5, and that is Vivian Panay and Honey Mahogany. Now we go to number 7, and that
Number 7.
That's Vivian and Mahogany. Miss Tammy Brown. Oh Lord, if you guys don't know Tammy Brown, you've got to watch All Stars 1. You've got to watch season 1.
Oh God, I remember
Tammy
that.
Brown is a kook. She's amazing. She lives on her own planet. She dances to her own drummer. She is just comes up with this crazy shit of saying, and it's just so on point. It's so hilarious. But she didn't get along with RuPaul. She's got real beef with RuPaul because
you're not getting very far if you don't get along with RuPaul.
Yeah, she would not allow RuPaul to really mess with her head, and she would like call RuPaul stuff. Some of it was unnecessary, and some of it actually was kind of necessary. So I was surprised that she got invited back for All Stars 1 because she had some beef with RuPaul during season 1. But her lip sync when she got eliminated. She did a Michelle Williams song in front of Michelle Williams because it was girl group that week. And she did it there with Akasha. Oh wait, we're back on Charlie. She did it there with Akasha, and Tammy did absolutely very little to participate in the lip sync. She didn't know the song at all, so she was just pretending to lip sync. And then about 2 seconds or so into it, she just kind of quit and just watched Akasha do the lip sync. It was really sad for season 1 queen to. It was like she might as well throw in the towel and say I quit, because it was pretty bad.
We have recently seen
her chest was exposed. It was sad. It was a mess for season 1. It was a mess. Then we go to another one that is very similar situation in number 6, and that is Charlie Heights.
Number 6.
Charlie Heights was our first UK queen to compete in America. She's she has a great YouTube channel where she does a lot of impersonations and she does these comedy sketch videos, and she's really, really well known. Well, when she got landed in the bottom, and she was in the bottom with I don't even remember who she was with. It doesn't matter. Let me see. She stated clearly, she was with Trinity Tuck, who's absolutely a lip sync assassin. I would not be surprised if Trinity Tuck is on this season of All Stars as one of the assassins, because she's one of the best lip syncers on the planet. But Charlie didn't even care. She basically said, I don't lip sync. When I perform live. And she would not do the song. There are girls from the back of the audience there were actually screaming at her, come on, Charlie, try. Do it, Charlie. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? And she just literally stood there and watched Trinity perform. It was really embarrassing. It was like a slap in RuPaul's face. So that was number 6. Now we go to number 5.
Number 5.
Everybody's going to know this one. Bam. Valentina. This was a shit show, let me tell you. Valentina caused so much controversy, it wasn't even funny, because Valentina is young.
What season was this?
This Valentina was season 9. She's young. She has a cult fan base, a rabid, huge, hundreds of thousands of fan base that are rabid on the internet, all young Latinos that follow her. And they got really ugly after the season with her fans going after some of the other queens and going after some of the fans, death threats, all sorts of stuff. But when she got eliminated, there was it was a challenge where they had to do, obviously the theme of this runway was masks or whatever. And she didn't know the song. So she started the lip sync with her mask on. RuPaul actually had to stop the recording and say, what are you doing? This is a lip sync for your life. You need to remove your mask. Valentina had the balls to stand there and say, I'm going to keep it on, I think. And RuPaul's like, what part of lip sync for your life do you not understand? Remove your mask. And RuPaul had it. Valentina finally removed her mask. It was absolutely obvious that she didn't know the words. And so she went home. Her response by her fans after she went home was brutal. It was so ugly to the community that RuPaul screwed her over and blah, blah, blah. She ended up still becoming Miss Congeniality. And then that was a big old controversy because the other queens in the season were like, no, she was a bitch this whole season. She did finally redeem herself in All Stars, but this is a fuck you to RuPaul when she did this mess. I lost all respect for Valentina then. And there you see her getting ready. That's Nina Brown, who's one of the most creative queens, lip syncing. She's going to lip sync against her. It is a mess. And then number four, right? Four.
Yep.
This is Miss Chanel. Oh Lord, season 1. Miss Chanel is full of herself. She's a huge Vegas queen. She's very seasoned, like Chad Michaels, and she's been doing those big variety shows in Vegas for a long time, many years. When she got on there, Chanel came into the show expecting to win, not hoping to win, expecting to win. She was just that full of herself, that higher than thou. She was going to own this competition, and when she wasn't getting praised by the judges throughout the competition, it started to break her down and piss her off that she deserved more. She felt she deserved more. So when she finally ended up in the bottom, she stood there in front of the judges, and this was the week that RuPaul asked, "Who do you think should go home at this point?" RuPaul always asks that in the middle of the season, and everybody's answers something, and it causes controversy in the whole shit. Well, Chanel, season 1, says, "Me, I think I should go home, and let me tell you why. Because you don't appreciate me. You don't like my outfit. You don't think I'm pretty. You don't give me enough accolades." And I was like, "What? If you watch the clip, the judges actually buy into this shit, and they're like, "But you are wonderful. You are pretty. You are great." I was just puke.
It was just looking for attention.
Yeah, it was all attention seeking. And RuPaul gave her wish. She went home. She still lip synced and she still went home. It was so passive aggressive. And who she lip synced against there, that was Rebecca Glasscock. And Rebecca was expected to go home this week. Chanel was supposed to wipe the floor with Rebecca, and Rebecca had lasted 1 week too long, and Chanel was supposed to send her home. And Rebecca got the saving grace of a lifetime right there because Chanel was too damn full of herself. Even when Chad won All Stars, because Chanel was Chad's partner in All Stars 1, Chanel thought she should have won All Stars and actually took kind of that thunder away from Chad. It's disgusting. Never been a Chanel fan. And now number 2. Here we go.
Number 2.
Number three.
We're on number 3.
Number 3.
If you watch RuPaul's Drag Race or any clips or any best of video, you will know this elimination. This is the India Farah pickup during the lip sync. Mimi on First got so desperate for attention and so desperate to stay on the show that she thought she had to do something really aggressive to get the judges' attention. So first India did a cartwheel off the stage into the audience. And then Mimi says, "Oh my God, I got to step my game up." So she comes barreling down where India Farah is down there, and she literally lifts India Farah like a wrestler up over her head. The whole lip sync just went to shit there. India screaming, "Put me down, get her out of the way," and it was a mess. And then India fought back. She still continued the lip sync afterwards. RuPaul was mortified. She says, "Drag's not a contact sport." That's a famous line from RuPaul. And Mimi went home. And Mimi has never really, she went on the next season of All Stars, but she didn't really redeem herself because she went home first in All Stars. And now we've got India in the new season of All Stars trying to redeem herself from living this moment. And I don't think she will ever get out of that shadow, because that is absolutely the most famous lip sync for your life is when Mimi picked her up. If you haven't watched the clip, you're not watching RuPaul. And our last 2 can go in any order, and this is the actual 2 that were disqualified.
Number 2.
First and foremost, the beautiful Willam. I absolutely love Willam. She's crazy. She's controversial. She's talented. She's a movie star. She does actual movie and TV. She speaks her mind. She's intelligent. And she got bored in the show. It's hilarious. She's from Hollywood. She's from West Hollywood. and they're all in seclusion while the show's taping. So they all have a hotel room and a handler, and all that shit to make sure that they don't get out and secrets don't get out about the show, right? And so Willam, because her boyfriend lives in Hollywood, Willam was having sex with her boyfriend in the hotel room at night when the show was done because she was bored. And she said she did it not because she missed her boyfriend. She did it to shake up the show, which is hilarious. And so if Willam had not been kicked off this week, this season would have changed everything, because this is the week that Fifi and Sharon Needles lip synced against each other. And Sharon would look like she was going home. Fifi looked like she won that lip sync. And Sharon, who ended up winning the season and changing Drag Race forever, because Sharon, being the kooky, goth, spooky queen that she is, really changed who could win and who couldn't. She would have gone home this week. So RuPaul let the elimination go through or the lip sync go through with Sharon and Fifi, and then she called Willam to the front of the stage, and she said, "Willam, you've broken the rules. The rules are there for a reason. Now sashay away." And it was like, oh shit! Nobody had heard the rumors or anything at this time. It was pretty shocking. And then number one, these two around, but I just put it because it was current. We all know. Cherry pie. We know the mess that this is causing. And the reason why I put this on number one, because this is actually a disgrace to the show, a disgrace to the other contestants. She not only got herself disqualified from the show, she really altered this entire season. She altered the way it was edited. She altered the way it was presented. She altered those other girls' experience during the season. So she not only got herself disqualified, she also kind of tainted that season for those other people. And that's why I put her on number one, because I think by her behavior and what she did, and we all know what she did, I'm not going to get into it, but by her behavior and what she did, she affected so many other people, not just themselves quitting or being disqualified from the show. She affected a lot of people. And that's why she's on number one on this list. So there you go. There's our top 10.
So we have brought you guys the top 10 RuPaul's Drag Race QUITS. With that all being said, we would love to tell you guys to please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. We love you. We love you for being here. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Tomorrow is our Pride. We're gonna have a Pride celebration.
Yes, tomorrow, please. If you guys can join us tomorrow. Tomorrow, 5 Pacific, 7 Central, we will be doing our Pride stream in honor of Pride Month. Yay. So we're gonna have our own little Pride parade since they're all canceled. So please join us. We're also doing a fundraiser for the Trevor Project to go along and coincide with our Pride stream. If you guys would like to donate, the link is in the description below. Please feel free to, but don't feel that you have to. Either way, we just love you. We love you for being here, and we want to see you guys tomorrow.
That's right. Come for Pride. Bring your love. And
we're